Hello everyone, my name is Wendell Hutchins and today I'll be discussing a trial in which we looked at the effect of fertility applications in the late spring, early summer, as well as cultivation practices such as verticutting and solid tine aerification in the late spring and early summer for Bermuda grass recovery from spring dead spot damage. So I'm going to take you through plot by plot here. There are 6 different plots that we will walk through in different treatments. So this first outline plot is the non-treated control. So you can see a couple of patches within this area. Really no recovery at this point. The colors vary off from the turf. So this plot was, the non-treated control. So this is kind of what you would expect to see out of recovery from spring dead spot if you were to do nothing in the spring or the early summer. And these photos were taken actually in early July, so this scarring and damage is still present basically from the end of April all the way into early July with no management practices implemented. Now when we look at the second plot, this was treated with 2 pounds of nitrogen in urea form starting in mid-June, and then a follow-up application 2 weeks later of another pound of nitrogen. So you can see the color obviously is much different here from the non-treated control, and there is some recovery from the patches present. However, the recovery is not completely there. So without the cultivation practices, the urea alone is not doing enough to really boost that recovery compared to the non-treated control. However, it is benefiting the color and the overall health of the turf. Now we go to the next plot. This was verticutted and no nitrogen was applied here. And you can see actually the recovery is really nice even without the nitrogen application. So verticutting really seems to stimulate that growth, provides new growing points on the plant, so it's able to recover pretty rapidly from the disease. This plot is solid tine aerified, and you can see there's still patches present in this plot, but you can see within the patches there's some green tissue that you don't see in the non-treated control or in the urea alone plot. So once again, solid tine aerification is a cultivation practice that can help stimulate new growth, also provide some oxygen to the root zone. So even without the application of nitrogen along with the solid tine aerification in this plot, you do see some recovery. Now, here's when we get into our best plots. This was verticutted and treated with the 2 pounds of nitrogen. You can see how excellent this is performing. There were a couple patches still kind of subtly in the plot, but they are almost fully recovered at this point. The color is excellent, the uniformity is excellent. So verticutting and nitrogen applications seem to do a really nice job of recovering from spring dead spot damage. Now when we look at the last plot here, it was solid tine aerified as well as treated with 2 pounds of nitrogen. And you can see that both the cultivation practice along with the nitrogen application is really stimulating growth, providing excellent turf quality, and helping the turf recover from spring dead spot damage. So this is our recommendation, is to either verticut or do some kind of aerification practice, something to stimulate growth, some kind of cultivation practice, along with applying 1.5 to 2 pounds of nitrogen in the mid to late spring, early summer, and you should see a boost of recovery from your spring dead spot damage on your Bermuda grass.